Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the career training company howtobecome.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to complete a winning NHS application for any Band 6 job role. To achieve that goal, this is what I will cover. I will give you tips on how to complete a winning NHS Band 6 application form suitable for all NHS Band 6 job roles. I'll then move on how to structure your NHS application form supporting information to increase your chances of success. I'll also provide a brilliant supporting information example for you to use, plus further resources including these slides and my templates to help you pass your NHS application form. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want to help you to pass your NHS application form and your NHS job interview, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, what should I write in my NHS Band 6 supporting statement? That's a question I get asked all the time. Now, when completing your NHS Band 6 application form, you will need to submit a supporting information section that demonstrates your suitability for the role that you are applying for. In my experience, this is the most important part of your application form, and you must get it right because it can determine whether you pass or fail your application. So here is what you should include. I recommend you follow my 7-step structure. That 7-step structure is this. Start off with your introduction. You then move on to the skills and competencies that you have that match the job role and what the NHS are looking for. Then number 3, you move on to evidence-based practice. This is where you provide evidence of your experience and competence for the job role. You then move on to number 4, clinical and management experience. Number 5 is teamwork and leadership. Number 6 is your professional development, and you finally conclude with a concise but comprehensive conclusion. Now, I'm going to break down a full NHS Band 6 supporting information example following this 7-step structure for you live on screen. So let's take a look at this NHS supporting information example. Number 1, we start with our introduction. So start off by introducing yourself and summarizing your current role and qualifications. Provide a brief explanation of why you are applying for this Band 6 position. So you could say, I am writing to apply for the Band 6 nurse position in the paediatric department at Darren Valley Hospital. I am currently a Band 5 registered nurse with a bachelor's degree in nursing and 6 years of clinical experience, primarily in acute care settings. I am deeply committed to providing high quality patient care and am excited about the prospect of advancing to a Band 6 role where I can contribute further to patient outcomes and team performance. That's a brilliant introduction to get your supporting information off to a great start. Let's move on to section number 2, which should be about your skills and competencies. So here you want to identify the key skills and competencies required for the Band 6 role. You can use the job description and person specification as a guide. Skills might include leadership, clinical expertise, communication skills, and problem solving. So you may want to say something like this. Based on the person specification and job description, I understand that leadership, clinical expertise, and excellent communication skills are vital for this Band 6 position. I have developed these competencies in my current role through hands-on experience, continual learning, and targeted professional development. Before we move on to the next section, when you're ready and if you want to, click that link in the top right-hand corner. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, and you can instantly download my full set of 10 NHS application form supporting templates for Band 6 roles specifically. It's a brilliant resource. So the next part 3, is this: evidence-based practice. Given that Band 6 roles are advanced positions requiring expert knowledge, demonstrate your ability to apply evidence-based practice in your work. This could be in clinical care methods or management strategies. So for example, you could say something like this: I am committed to evidence-based practice and continually update my knowledge through journals and CPD courses. For example, I recently completed a course on advanced wound management and implemented a new protocol in my current setting, resulting in quicker healing rates and increased patient satisfaction. Section number 4 is clinical and management experience. So provide examples from your professional experience that illustrate your suitability for the role. You might might discuss clinical cases you've managed, projects you've led, or protocols that you've implemented. My advice is to use the STAR method when providing any examples of experience. The STAR method is a way to structure your answer. So STAR stands for this. S is for situation. What was the situation you found yourself in? T is for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? And then finally, R is for result. What was the end result following your action? Make sure it's always a positive outcome. This is a great way to frame all of your examples. So in your Band 6 NHS supporting information example, you could say this. In my current role as a Band 5 nurse at Darren Valley Hospital, I have had the opportunity to work with a diverse patient population, managing a range of clinical scenarios. One memorable instance was when our department faced an unexpected influx of trauma patients following a large-scale accident. I swiftly coordinated with the interdisciplinary team to prioritise care and streamline the patient flow. This quick action resulted in effective triage and a 30% decrease in patient wait time for that day. Okay, the next section that I recommend you focus on is teamwork and leadership. Here, you should illustrate your ability to work as part of a team as well as lead one. Given that Band 6 roles often involve some level of management or supervision, highlight any experience you have in these areas. So you could say this. I have always been keen on fostering teamwork and taking on leadership roles within my scope of practice. I regularly mentor new and junior staff, providing constructive feedback and encouragement. I also initiated a weekly team huddle, which has improved communication among staff and enhanced patient care coordination. Okay, section 6 is professional development. Here you must discuss your commitment to continuing professional development, or CPD. This could include courses you've completed, conferences you've attended, or any teaching you've provided to others. So for example, you could say this. Professional growth is a priority for me. I have attended 3 national nursing conferences in the past 2 years and am currently working on a certification in critical care nursing. I'm also involved in a hospital committee focused on quality improvement, through which I've gained valuable insights into healthcare management and policy. Now finally, you want to conclude. Wrap up by reiterating your interest in the role and why you're a good fit. Include a polite thank you to the selection committee for considering your application. So for example, you could say this. I am enthusiastic about the opportunity to bring my clinical skills, leadership abilities and passion for nursing to the Band 6 position at Darren Valley Hospital. I am confident that my dedication to patient-centered care and team collaboration makes me an excellent fit for this role. Thank you for considering my application. I look forward to the opportunity to further discuss my suitability for this position. Sincerely, Joshua Brown. What I want to do now is to give you some powerful NHS Band 6 application form tips which are essential for your application. But don't forget, make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner of this video if you want to, and head over to my website howtobecome.com, where you can instantly download my full set of NHS application form supporting information templates tailored for NHS Band 6 roles specifically. There are 10 templates there that are fully editable to give you the edge. So let's take a look at some supporting information example top tips. NHS application form tip number 1 is to demonstrate the NHS values. Now throughout your application, be sure to mention the NHS values and provide examples of when you have demonstrated them. The assessors use the NHS values to help assess your application, so it's essential that you do this. NHS application form tip number 2 is to be concise. Maintain a clear, focused statement. Avoid using any overly technical or unnecessary jargon. NHS application form tip number 3 is to quantify your success. Include figures to demonstrate your success, such as the quantity of patients you have treated or the number of projects you have managed. You will have seen in that example I gave you, I often mention percentages of increases or decreases where it was relevant. NHS application form tip number 4 is to proofread your application. This may seem obvious, but it's really important to proofread your application form and get other people to check it as well, as we often don't see our own errors, so double check for grammatical and spelling mistakes. A statement that is presented well demonstrates your attention to detail and shows that you care about your application. Admin and note-taking is critical to NHS roles, so don't make any errors. Application form tip number 5 is to match the job description. Remember to match any relevant experiences or life skills that you have gained to the job description. The NHS assessor is looking for details and evidence of how you match the key requirements for the role. Now, as mentioned, click that link in the top right hand corner right now, and as I say, you can download my 10 NHS Band 6 application form supporting information templates, where you'll also get my NHS interview masterclass training for free. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their NHS Band 6 application forms and their job interviews, so please make sure you subscribe, because that's the only way I can keep you up to date with all the latest tips and advice. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because this motivates me to create more content like this for you. Oh, and if you have any questions regarding any job role specifically, please let me know the name of the role in the comment section below, so I can get back to you with even more tips and advice. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best with your application form. Have a brilliant day.